welcome to Room for Dolls. If you're new here, welcome. This is my second to the last video introducing you guys to my Pleasant Company and American Girl dolls. I have some other dolls I'll be showing you that are not from Pleasant Company or American Girl. So in this video, I want to show you the Truly Me dolls that I have. I also have one Girl of the Year here, but I have another one back in the States. I also have a few Truly Me's back in the States, but it doesn't matter which ones, I'll just show you when they get here. When I started to get into like exploring the new face molds at American Girl, like many, the Jess Mold is so cute. I think it's like one of the best ones that they have. Although now that we're getting into it, I have to say they're all very cute if you find the right one. I'm not a huge fan of the colored hair in the doll with the dolls, like the rainbow hair, but I purchased this. I believe this is Truly Me 110. I'll type if I'm wrong. I think I'm correct though. And right now, one of the only outfits, some of the only outfits I have are the Janie and Jack. I'll get into it later, but they're just in this, so they're not in the ugly, like, cheap meat outfits. But this is a Truly Me 110, and she's, like, the most perfect Jess Mold I have. I mean, I think you'll get it if you look. Like, she's so perfect. She's so sweet. I was really thinking about taking her hair off, like her wig off, and giving her a different wig, but like I can't. Look, even in this video, how cute is she? She's the most perfect Jess I've ever had or seen. I can't ruin her. She's the most symmetrical, because from what I've understood, like chatting with other collectors, this face mold can be so busted sometimes. We have to be careful, and I agree with this, that we shouldn't like put down the features of a doll because some people might look like that, but that's not what this is, because the Pleasant Company ones, they can have an eye slightly smaller than the other, like little handmade things, and that's fine, but like these are like being mass printed out, so it's more like a factory thing. You can almost feel like ripped off if you get one that's not created well. So this is seriously the most perfect little Jess Mold I've ever seen, even online. I don't know. And I love seeing Jess Mold, so send me a picture if you have one, but I don't think I could ruin this one. So I don't know. Maybe she could be a little skateboarder girl. Oh my gosh, how cute would she be with a little beanie and like a Discman? Sorry, now I'm like going in the place, but she is the most perfect Jess Mold. The end. Guys, I can say YouTube does feel quite cathartic because like I want to talk about dolls like this, and like you just can't talk to people who don't collect dolls like this. I can tell that I get on a roll after a while. So here's my other Jess Mold. Now this is of 3 dolls in the place that I live. This is the one I bought the most recently. I've only purchased 3, the Julie, the Nanea, and this one. This was a Jess Mold online. She was so cute. I think this is a Truly Me 30. Again, I'll type it if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a Truly Me 30. She doesn't have super long hair. It seemed longer in the, I don't know, because sometimes with the Truly Me 30, when I see pictures online, her hair seems a lot shorter than this, but I can't see another doll that she could possibly be like. I don't know. She's, so anyway, her hair seems longer than the Truly Me 30, but I think that's what she is. I can't find like another possibility. Now, I've been on the hunt for the modern characters, specifically Z Yang. And I think this doll comes the closest to her. Z Yang has been, I love her outfit. I actually love that doll's collection. It's so random, but she's like really up there. I think she has a really cool 2000s collection. And I love her little story, so that's another one I want to get, and I think this one's the closest. I've looked at some comparison videos to this doll and Ziyang, and I think like her hair might be a little thicker and longer. I think this one has a little bit more of a, her hair kind of whips out. Also Ziyang has like a little birthmark here, so this is not what that doll is, but I think it's Truly Me 30. She's very, very sweet and very pink. She's the other Jess Mold I have right now. That's not a custom. I'll show you those in the next video, but look at these two. This one, oh my gosh, her eyes are so bright and sweet, but I almost like how hers are so small. So there are my 2 Jess Molds. love this one. Oh my god, I love her too, but oh my god, she's so perfect. I can't get over how perfect she is. That's why I'm like, ah. This is a doll I almost sold, but I don't think I will, because I actually see that she's in kind of high demand. I feel like, you know, someday I'll have to downsize. But this doll, this is Truly Me 80. And I was just kind of feeling like there were too many Josefina molds, you know, but can you have too many? I think you can have too many if you don't think it's cute. And she has a very cute face. She looks very sweet and apologetic. She has such, this one just has a really sweet demeanor. I think the roundness of the face can really be, can vary. This one has such a round face. She's very sweet. The thing about this one is she's quite a warm toned doll, and I don't think I've found her outfit yet. I'll probably make one for her. I have some ideas I'll show you later, or I'll buy one probably eventually. She looks very sweet in 2 braids. I think that about every doll. I literally had her hair in braids and I was like, well, you have to stop so she can have a turn, like, because it's just so ridiculous how much I love the braids. But she looks super sweet, and I think braids are probably going to be her permanent style. But she's just a very sweet doll, and I don't think I'll sell her because she has a round face and a sweet expression. And I know that she's in demand. I think I'll regret selling her. So that's like one of the Truly Me Josefina dolls that I have at the moment. She is so pretty. I'm glad I haven't sold her. Now, I have a doll whose curls I've ruined on purpose, but I'm not regretting it. I think I might like try to redo it and have like bigger ringlets. I couldn't get her original curls. I'm sorry to anyone who's like, what did you do? But this doll you can still buy, so who cares? I think she was almost one I want to customize, but I'm not going to. This is a Truly Me, I think a Truly Me 115. She has a lot of hair, so that's the only thing is when I brushed out her curls, I brushed out her curls and I straightened, and I'm gonna keep trying to relax the hair. Right now it's in a braid so that it can relax. Honestly, I think she's such a beautiful doll. She's a beautiful face. This is the Marie Grace face mold. But in a way, I almost don't know, like looking at her, I think it would be really nice to make her a brunette. And maybe I could use this hair for something else, but not right now. I think I'd want to get her a really nice wig because I love the doll. But yeah, this is a again, I think 115. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I wonder if I've been right about any of them. But the thing is, I love the Rapunzel doll, and I haven't purchased her, but this one is almost like replacing that for me at the moment. Because again, I like the Rapunzel doll is a great example of a doll I like, but I just don't want to pay that much for those dolls. Like I'll wait and see if I can get like a used one, you know, and then brush her. Because I find that with these American Girl dolls, as I said, I like them used. I think that a brand new one is not worth it for the outfit and all that stuff. And, you know, I almost resent how high their prices are at times. So I don't want to give them profit margins. I would rather like, you know, look on eBay and give it to a seller and like pay less. Like, it's like, no, screw you guys. Like, especially with how much they've risen the prices for the doll hospital. I'm like, you're greedy. Like, that's enough out of you, especially with this pink crap. Anyway, and I like pink. I just want to keep saying I do like pink. Now, this is just a fun fact. This outfit that she's in, this is the Snow Fancy collection. It's one of the releases American Girl did with Something Navy, which again, I'll do another video about, but I really like the Something Navy collections and also the Janie and Jack collections. I've nearly completed all the Janie and Jack. I always wait till they clear it out. Once in a while I miss out on a piece here and there, but like, you know, I almost don't want to say that, but it's like I never buy it brand new. I'm like, I'm not paying. Both times I got all Janie and Jack pieces for like $10 a pop when they're being sold for like $40. I'm like, no. I literally like, no. So the recent Janie and Jack launch, I got all the pieces except for the tights. I'll have to get those. And also this Janie and Jack, I think this is their 2022 maybe. Again, I'll correct, but this one, I have a lot of the pieces for this and I find it very, very cute. And also the one that was, I think I won't say that year, but the one that had like more pink in it, the one that Be Forever Samantha was in, those like pink ones. Anyway. But this Snow Fancy collection from Something Navy is so cute. I don't even, oh my gosh, in a way when I release this video, I want to buy it before I tell everybody, because I'm like, do people know how cute this is? There's only one piece in that collection that seems super hard to find. It's like this pink dress, which, by the way, just to keep saying, I do like pink. I would love to get that dress. It's just that hot pink Elizabeth one. It's like symbolic to me. But this doll is super cute. It makes me like the Marie Grace face mold, and I look forward to having Marie Grace, the doll. She's another pink dress I don't like. But anyway, very sweet face. Not a hard one to convince me on. Very sweet. And my final doll, and this one, I kind of feel bad. This is the one that I think I'm the most close to selling. Like, I've been thinking of listing her even this week, and I think I'd even like sell her for not so much. I barely touched her. Before anyone goes, but it's the Sonali Mold. I've seen all these Sonali pictures, the Sonali Mold pictures. This is Truly Me 67, by the way. And the thing is, I've seen all these Sonali molds, and I'm like, oh my god, I love them. You know, I've been convinced I love the Sonali Mold. But I got this one, and she just kind of didn't do it for me, and I think she would make someone else really happy. That's the other thing. Like, this one, I'm like, she can make someone else happy. But I couldn't figure it out, and then a while ago, because more Sonali dolls have come out, especially, is it Truly Me 123? I'm not sure. But people were like, oh my god, did they go back to the old Sonali Mold? And I was like, what do you mean? And I started looking it up online, and I understand that, like, very not surprisingly, that the previous Sonali Mold was a rounder face. And it's not about liking rounder faces on people necessarily. I just think that, like, it's a way for the dolls to have a sweetness and a softness to them, to have round edges, round faces, rounder eyebrows, not like this kind of angular, like, drag queen eyebrow. Love drag queens. It just doesn't give childlike, you know, and that's kind of the whole point of this line, people. Like, you know, it's not supposed to be teenagers. Although, well, I mean, they're supposed to be kind of between 9 and, you know, 13 or something like that maximum. They're not 18. But anyway, see, now again, this doll, she looks very sweet when I look at her on the camera, but I don't know, I don't love her, I don't connect with her, and unfortunately, like, I can't just have a billion dolls, so I think this one's going to be on the chopping block. But again, I think she'll make someone very, very happy. But what I want to do is look for this doll in the older form, because apparently the 67 you can find, especially if she's like in the old meat outfit and you look, she has a wider face, a rounder face, and it's just very, very, very sweet. So I think that might be this. Basically, I don't have a Sonali Mold that I'm in love with yet. So this is Corinne. Now, Corinne is probably my favorite girl of the year that Mattel has done, including her collection, because I love purple. That's why, like, when my husband and I looked at this house, this room, it was like, this is like a purple doll room. It literally was set up with a sewing machine and, like, you know, fabric, which I also have, but it was like, it's a purple room for dolls. And FYI, I also have purple lights set up, like, just to prove my point. I love purple. And I just think Corinne's collection, I just love the palette that they chose, this kind of like periwinkle and like powdery blue and white and black and white. I love it. Now, I would love to get her little sister, but she's always listed so high. I'm still waiting. I look around, but I don't want to even pay over $100. I think it's annoying. But I love her snowsuit. I think Corinne's snowsuit is so cute, but it's like, in a way, I think her collection, the palette is something I like. It's like I'm biased, but I also think it kind of works. Like, this outfit, I really think it's very cute, but this sweater is like a thin piece of crap. Like, it really is, and I haven't taken her out of it. I like her being in her original meat, but I wouldn't be like against almost looking to see if like an Etsy seller or my mom, because my mom knits. Now she's like looking at like doll clothes and she's like, oh, this pattern, oh. And I'm like, yes, come to us. Like, but anyway, guys, I feel like I've chatted up a storm here. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this into 15 minutes. I might have to have a part 2, part 3. But I'll let you know. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Please subscribe if you can. I try to do that for other doll collectors out there. And guys, thanks for making it a space where you can just like put on a camera and like talk at people about dolls. I love it. I listen to yours. I love people rambling about dolls. I hope you like mine. See you in the next video where I'll show you my not finished customs, but just the idea that I'm moving forward with them. Bye! See you!